peeps? It's your girl, Dash, coming back to Real Takes. Well, it's that time again. It's reaction time, and this is to Cobra Kai. This will be for episode 3, titled Playing with Fire. Now, the last episode, I really did enjoy just seeing us. We finally got to see Tori. I was actually glad because I remember the first episode we didn't get to see her, and I was wondering if we would, just see how she's feeling about what has happened since the tournament. And it looks like she is none too happy with Terry. So it's pretty much where when he was around at first, she just wouldn't know, but she eventually had to confront him and all that, knowing, what he did, paying off that guy, whatever. And she's just feeling uneasy. And I'm glad because, like I stated before, in the end, she wants to win fair and square, and he's like, oh, you did whatever. And no, not so much, because clearly there's a certain scene where we all see and we're wondering if that point should have been given or is it taken away, whatever, and it makes you kind of wonder. And she's always going to feel this way. I don't care if she decided at the end, I'm here, here's a trophy so we can, put it up as, give inspiration to, all the rest of them in Cobra Kai. That's just not the point. Knowing it's tainted is always going to kind of bother her. I wouldn't feel comfortable at all. And then it's like knowing after the fact, you see Samantha, again, like I stated, conflicted, still, feeling a certain way about what happened, going back through her mind, all play by play of what she did with Kick. This is coming to terms truly with what happened during their fight. Now, when it comes to Chosen, infiltrating the Cobra Kai now, we thought it was going to be a little bit longer, but you see what happened. Of course, he wanted, did a certain move, and he wanted to know where he learned his moves and learn a little bit more about his, past, when him losing his father at a young age and his uncle raising him, and seeing a little clip from when he, had a fight and he lost it to, LaRusso, and coming to deal with, as they say, the cowardice aspect of how he was back then, how he's come so far. And then when they do the toast about him eventually coming on board, he makes a certain statement, and you can see the kind of little bit of an eye glare, raised eyebrow, but I didn't think anything of it. Come to find out, once he said what he said in regards to that toast with that drink that Terry wanted to eloquently tell the backstory to, he did some digging, and you see how, of course, Chosen's like, okay, am I, too early? Is something, oh no, just some things he wanted to get off his chest, and lets him know that he has realized who he was. When he found out, he was from Okinawa, I was just like, that's all that needed to be said. It was just like, oh boy. And he said his real name. Then he set up for the other guys, if y'all can beat him, I'll triple your price. You knew that wasn't gonna happen. And Terry kind of needed to know this. It's like come on now. And the way Chosen whooped all that tail, it was a beautiful sight to see. And then I like how he set him straight, like, no more expansion. Don't even try to lose his family. If you do something, you're gonna live to regret it. And I can guarantee those moves he showed, and even the ones with Tori, is probably a lot more than where that came from. So I'm here to see, what's going to happen with that. I'm happy with Miguel, definitely met his father, but in the end, again, it was a good thing. I'm glad he doesn't know who his mother is. He doesn't know anymore. I'm glad he didn't see when Lawrence showed up, and also with I'm just happy that he was there for him when he was at his lowest, feeling the way he felt about his father and how he acted out, accusing him of something he had nothing to do, because they both were walking around here, him and Robbie, with these FBI shirts. It's just, I'm still trying to wrap, of all the things to wear. But I'm just happy that he's going to be going home safe. I hope it doesn't cause a little bit of a rip. It's like, again, Robbie is his actual son, but he treats him like a father as well. And he sees him as a son to him too. It's like, it's nothing wrong. You can share him, whatever. He's going to love you both equally. So I'm really hoping we'll get to a point in this that they can kind of move past this, because like I stated before, at times both of them be hotheads. And there's really no reason to be acting this way, but I said they're still young. They still have a lot to learn. It is what it is. So with that said, you guys, let's just go ahead and jump into this. I'll say the rest of my thoughts at then, you guys.
I told you that there were golf courses all over Okinawa, man. I know when I've been hustled. You insult my honor.
Uh-oh.
So sorry, Mr. Chosen. I meant no disrespect at all. I promise.
How'd you hit him?
They let anyone join these days, huh? Miyagi-Do will never back down. You should know that by now. I believe you two have met?
You're playing with fire, Danny boy. And I am gasoline.
Mama, he'll think he can just run away and then come back and get all the love he wants.
¿Así lo puede hacer?
Don't worry. I'm never doing something like that again.
Everything okay with you and Robbie?
Yeah, really good. Ride home was a little quiet, though. I think... instead.
You know, he said he called upon old friends.
Then we call old friend first. Do you know any old friend of Silva? He's by
Oh, yes.
You suck, LaRusso! I know! There's nothing you got that I can't count.
Like Barbara.
Like fucking bones.
Yes.
I think I might be pregnant.
What? Oh, the van around.
Maybe I should drive.
Yeah, sure, okay.
Mm-hmm.
She's right, we should talk. The last time we spoke, we had a huge fight.
Yeah, but we should talk is code for I want to break up.
What, it is? What?
Can't wait to see you tonight. How are you?
That's good.
They're cute. He knows he's in deep shit.
Dude, that's bad. There's not even an emoji.
Yeah, man, she is not okay. You need to do something.
There he is.
Right now. Hey.
Looks like he's got some goons working for him.
Easy for me to handle.
No, I don't want you getting in any more fights. I'll take care of this.
Your refund for these, they do not work.
Oh, no, he didn't.
There's no way these were purchased at a real pharmacy.
Doesn't matter what my money back.
The test later. Maybe in the meantime you can figure out how not to be that guy again.
How much is that?
The octopus? The tax? $182.
Mm.
Do you maybe have one with fewer tentacles?
You know what? I'm gonna chit-chat. Let's get down to brass tacks. Now, for me to do my very best, I'm gonna need 50%.
Listen to me, you son of a bitch. I'm not gonna have you or your ponytail pimp lay one finger on any of our kids.
Danny LaRusso?
You work in a furniture store?
Daniel, I own the furniture store.
Bun in the oven? There is a lot of work to do before your little blessing arrives. Swallow behind it here.
Oh, my God.
Pick up the head like this, gently. Just like that. Your little one will pick up on negative influences, so make sure your space is baby friendly. Meaning for things like mold, pests, and other hazards.
Oh,
shit.
This was hard. Wait till the baby arrives.
I wanted to apologize to you so many times. I guess I was worried that it would have triggered something or whatnot, you know. But maybe it was just best to leave the past where it is. So I found myself working odd jobs, and one day I'm moving furniture, and I meet my future father-in-law. He showed me that I could do something with these hands other than fight.
The LaRusso 2.0.
The girl who
One of the girls.
Is there anything you could tell me that might bring this guy down? I need something.
I haven't even seen him in years. I just don't know what I could do to help.
Left side,
Let's see what it is. They saw no mercy. We shall gain no mercy.
Oh, no.
Guys, whoa! Stop! Just stop! Chosen, he didn't attack me. He's on the same side.
If this is misunderstanding, you better call ambulance.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Draws up the paperwork detailing the terms of one teenager terrorizing another.
But he made you sign a contract?
I made them put it in writing. They did promise me 50% of Cobra Kai. And I might be able to dig up that attorney's name.
Comfy.
How much? Well, it's normally $1,200, but what the hell? For you, $2,000.
Regard to a former client of yours, Terry Silver. This is very urgent. Please give me a call back ASAP.
Okay. Careful. Don't get blood on the couch.
What's best for you always. You know that.
Oh no, he bought it. Oh goodness. Oh no. Okay.
Having a baby.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
In regard to a former client of yours, Terry Silver.
First, I'm going to deal with my old friend. And then I'll deal with you.
Oh my God. All right, you guys, this episode was really good. Terry is truly going to be a thorn in LaRusso, Chosen, and now it looks like Barnside. I was happy to see one of my favorites from the franchise, Mark Barnes, played by Sean Cannon. I had already talked about that on my trailer reaction for when the new season started. A lot of people were just like, at first I was like, is he going to come back? I hope he's in this one, you know, blah, blah, blah. And some people were like, oh yeah, some pictures are out, whatever. So just to see his face after all this time, I follow the actor on some other shows he's actually doing. So seeing him on this was great. And then getting in a situation where LaRusso's assuming he's still working with Terry when he really wasn't. He's actually has moved on since then. Things, you know, kind of took a downward spiral, but then he finally, you know, ended up getting into a business, you know, working with, of course, his father-in-law, now deceased, but his wife and all that, with his furniture company. And I like how he just kind of reminiscing a little bit and all that. But then it took a little turn when Chosen assumed something was going on when they're doing a play fight, just kind of rehashing a little fun about what had happened during their time. Chosen had done damage to the guys outside and also came in and thinking LaRusso was hurt. He was able to put it to a stop, but it was like the damage a little bit was done. But I like how LaRusso was asking him if he knew anything about anyone that could probably help him to kind of put Buddy Boy out of business. But see, one thing about Terry, he's always one step ahead. They gotta think outside of the box, but it's just almost kind of hard now because now he knows that LaRusso is, you know, checking to find anything he can with her, and now that LaRusso has done stuff and it's kind of put himself in a situation, you're on his radar. He is a smart man, definitely sinister, but there's a couple things he does not know. That's why I keep making my point. After he called the so-called attorney who might have put together a contract, you know, with a young kid at the time, whatever, and all that, he had the number, so who knows? He's going to probably reach out, you know, to him, but it's like, I don't know if he'll be able to do it because he's going to probably, Terry will probably reach out to him and stop that. But I feel so bad for Mike, how he did his business. So you doing that does not know. So I'm almost hoping that Mike Barnes does help with him, so they can get him back down the road, because that crap right there, that is so disgusting. Why would you burn? I'm glad, I pray no one was in there. He might have waited till everybody was gone and sent some goons to do his dirty work, because I seriously doubt he did that actually himself. But the thing is this, I keep saying with it, and I'm going to stick to this, and I'm hoping this is how it's going to happen. Tori's going to have to say something eventually, or that young man who took a beating from Terry because he just wanted to be a part of Cobra Kai and set up Kreese. Also, I'm going to say it, it adds to the storyline anyway, but still, Kreese should have never brought Terry back into the fold. Then we wouldn't be going through this. But in the end, again, progressing the story, it is what it is. Because I love to hate Terry Silver. The actor is doing an amazing job. Oh, I cannot wait for him to get exactly what he is. He deserves. That's going to come to him. Hopefully towards the end of the season. I pray. Because I don't, not to say I don't mind to extend into another season. It's a possibility they could, depending on how it all turns out. But I'm hoping some of that stuff is revealed about him and he is exposed, you know, for the snake that he can be, and he is showing he can be. So moving from that, the whole thing with Samantha and Miguel, it's unfortunate, but they're both young. I know he wanted to make it up because when she called, someone made it about her and he made it about himself. You know, you can both have your moment. As young kids, they still don't know that. They're still having to try to find their way. You know, they're just young love, teenage love. It is what it is. But it's unfortunate because he really wanted to say sorry. Just like what Lauren said, you know, going there, whatever, you have, hopefully. But she just needs a lot. Like she said, doing karate, always being just about that. You know, she dated Robbie, then she dated Miguel, then they broke up with her and all that. And she, you know, just all this, back and forth, whatever. She needs to really work on herself. And you could tell the whole thing with tournament is still bothering her whole situation. And then now all these other little parts, showing, I'm talking about you lost and I'm your boyfriend. Isn't there things about you? Oh, you're, LaRusso 2.0. She has a lot that she needs to really find herself. So hopefully we're just dealing with school, we're friends and all that, and seeing what she needs to do. So I'm going to watch how they play this out for the rest of the season with her. Poor Miguel buying the actual gift for her and just feeling sorry because he just felt crushed about his dad not being a good guy, and then coming back home and now you don't have a girlfriend. You're still friends. I'm glad that he, even though it hurt and he walked away, that was the right thing. And I love that they can be cordial and all that, because she was just like, I just can't. I don't want to hurt you, but I need my time, just like he needed his time. She said it. So we'll see how all that pans out. But yeah, this was a good episode. Yeah, I'm just curious what Terry's up to. I'm gonna deal with this one. I'm gonna deal. That brother right there, he's some crap. But I really pray this was not the only episode we see of Mike Barnes. I hope he realizes and figure out what the heck. And I know that LaRue's gonna realize if something happened to that place after he came and confronted him in the sauna, he has to know that when Mike Barnes talks about his place is on fire, he's gonna know Terry has something to do with that. And I know Mike's not gonna let that fly. So we will see what transpires as time goes on. We already know he's going to get some new senseis. It's a matter of when we're going to get introduced to the new ones, hopefully in the next episode. But this one was really good. And it was so nice to see Sean Cannon back in the fold. So with that said, you guys comment below. Let me know what you think. And with that said, I'll see you guys in the next reaction. You guys take care.